Good afternoon. Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Driving. Me, myself, and I here, as per norm, just pulling out of the parking spot at home and heading to work. It is Thursday, which means it is my Monday. Yay. I know. So excited to go to work. Not. How do I put this? I got a security camera. There's a reason for it. Recently, for the 6th time, someone got into my truck, and I don't know who, and I don't know how. Nice truck, gentlemen. The keyhole looks like it's been scratched up from someone trying to pick the lock. I don't know if they're using the... I don't know how they get into the truck. I don't know out of the multiple ways of getting into a vehicle without actually breaking or damaging things. I don't know which they're using to get in. So I went... Oh, jeez, this is not going to be fun. Okay. Hang on, we got some traffic here. Alright. City crew's working, so I'm trying to figure out how to get to work my normal way. There we go. Alright. Anyhow, totally distracted. Well, it's driving, so it's kind of more important than the video. Anyhow, so I went to the local electronics outfit that I go to, Visions Electronics. I talked to one of their guys. I explained to him what the problem was and what I needed to do, and he suggested the camera that I got. Before that, though, I went to the Dodge dealership, talked to the parts guy, explained to him someone's breaking into my vehicle. I think they're picking the lock. I don't know how. If they're not picking a lock, then I don't know how they're getting into my truck, but they're getting in. I need to stop it. What are your suggestions? There wasn't really a whole lot of helpful information. I could pop open the door panel and basically disconnect a funny shaped plastic piece, which would mean that if you use the key, it wouldn't do anything. You could pick the lock all you want, but it wouldn't actually unlock and open the door. Now, if I ever needed to use that key to get in to my truck, I'd be up the creek because I got both key fobs. So if the battery died on one or both, I would be screwed, in the exact words of the parts guy. So I figured, okay, fine. Now, I don't have the tools to get into the vehicle, into like door panel. I don't want to start ripping things apart and break things. So it's something they could do for me. So I went to the service department and talked to one of their guys, and he's like, well, I'm not sure exactly what you want me to do. We could do it. It's going to cost you money, but before you do that, my suggestion is find out how they're getting into the vehicle. Are they picking the lock to get in? Because it's an 8-pin tumbler, top and bottom. It's not an easy thing to pick. I mean, if they're using like an airbag to go between the door and the body of the truck to pop it open, or if they're using some sort of tool or something, like figure out how they're getting in first. That was his suggestion. So then I went to Visions. In Visions, I told them, okay, I want a camera I can have inside my house looking through the window at my truck to record what's happening. And somebody does not know how to drive or where they're going. Okay, this... People need to drive. Let me guess, the guy's 800 years old. No, he's a young guy. He just doesn't know where he's going. Alright, that explains the level of confusion. Anyhow, so I get the camera. I try a couple different ways to mount it. I get it mounted up in the corner of the window, aiming out the window. It's up where nobody, out of the way, where I can open up the window. I can, it's not gonna stop me from opening the window, It's got a perfect view of my neighbor's truck, all the way down the side of his vehicle, all my vehicle, neighbor on the other side's vehicle, the neighbor on the other side of him. Why am I hitting my signal light? Distracted. Her vehicle too, so it's covering 4 vehicles. It's in a good spot. Everything's great. I check out the video and it looks good. It's nice, clear, crystal clear, no problems. Everything's great till it gets dark. And this camera has really good night vision on it. So the night vision with the camera, it's got lights around it. Low level lights, but it makes the night vision work. The problem with it being inside a window is these lights reflect the light off the glass of the window back at the camera, effectively blinding the camera completely. So having it mounted inside the house, trying to look through the window at nighttime is absolutely useless. The only reason why I got the camera was to monitor my vehicle at nighttime. Yeah! So that night kind of went. I haven't slept decently in about a week because they keep waking up off and on all night long, thinking someone's breaking into my truck, stealing it, or stealing something out of my vehicle because they got into it in just the past few days. So, yeah. I actually found. I wanted to put it. I guess I figured I had to put it outside. It's a camera made to be inside, not outside. Great. So I gotta find a way to mount it outside and put it up where people can't get their hands on it easily. Because anything out, if like I stuck the camera to the outside of my window, someone would hit it with a hockey stick, knock it down. If it was within reach, someone would steal it. Anything left outside gets stolen. Period. End of discussion. I'm not exactly in the best neighborhood in the world. It's a good neighborhood. It's a family neighborhood, but we got bad people coming through because it's a good neighborhood, and people have kids, and people have vehicles, decent vehicles, nice-ish vehicles, not top-end vehicles, but nice vehicles, and, you know, we got stuff that they can steal, so they come through, and it's a townhouse complex, so there's a lot of vehicles, a lot of stuff all in the area, so of course it gets a lot of foot traffic. So, anyhow, I found a good place outside to put it where I don't actually have to have the wire. I was going to put it on. My door has a light on the top. And on the top. There's my door, there's a divider and a roof. And then my light. And I figured I'd put it on top of the light. That's a good place. But what am I going to do with the cord? Because I have to have it plugged in. It's not battery operated. It's got to be plugged into an outlet. Well, if I run the cord along to the door, come in through the door, run an extension cord around to, and you get the idea. No. One of the things when my brother was living with us, there wasn't a lot of outlets available, so there was a light, and what we got, it screws into the light like a light bulb. It's got 2 outlets and another place for a light bulb to screw in. So light bulb, 2 outlets screwed into the socket. I used that for the light outside. I just took the glass off. The glass shell that covers the light bulb, I took that off. Took the light bulb out. Fluorescent bulb, of course, because they last forever. Unscrewed that. Screwed the adapter thingy in there. Screwed the light bulb in. Light bulb turns on. Great. Plugged the camera into the outlet. Wrapped the cord around it like 20,000 freaking times. Instead of mounting it flat on top, which you didn't want to do, it's got a magnet. So I angled, because it's kind of got an angle on the metal, stuck it on that, and used the adhesive pad on there so the magnet sticks. So I can take the camera off, and the mounting magnet that it sticks to is still there. And it's angled perfectly. I can turn it, I can adjust it all I want, by hand, of course. So it now covers almost most of my neighbor's truck on the driver's side of my vehicle, all of my vehicle, my neighbor right beside me. If anybody tries to get into his truck, because it's been broken into too, not just mine, but I don't think it was broken into at his spot at home. I don't remember. Anyhow, his vehicle's covered, and the one on the other side, part of her vehicle's covered. So I still cover all 4 vehicles, not as well as I would like, but still within reason. I feel quite safe and secure. I figured out all the little gizmos and gadgets on the camera. It has motion sensor on it. So the motion sensor goes from midnight to 9 a.m. I work till midnight. It'll catch me coming home and vehicles going by. I'll get notifications when the motion sensor picks something up. So yeah, I am happy. I feel safer. I feel more secure. I don't like the fact that I have to have this thing, but at least I got it. I wonder whose vehicle that is. It's a loaner vehicle. Don't know who I'm working with. Anyhow, I'm at work. That's it. That's all. Take it easy. Have a good one. Catch you later. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay at home. Later.